few years ago, the United Nations deemed domestic violence the world's worst human rights problem. Yet even still, we don't get very much attention to it. Estimates are that 1 in 3 women across the globe will endure an abusive relationship in her life, and in the United States, about 1 in 4. These are shocking statistics, and they're statistics that we see in our very communities.
It has no prejudices. It doesn't matter how affluent one is, what class one comes from, how poor you are. It affects everyone. And unfortunately, this is a topic that nobody wants to talk about. It's swept under the rug. And you know, we need to take a stand against it, and that's why I created No More Tears.
Things I think that make No More Tears most unique is it is very individualized. Instead of a mass shelter, it's based on whatever that individual needs, and done in a very warm, welcoming, and humane kind of manner, and it's done immediately. Somebody's answered the phone at 3 a.m., I know, and this is different than a lot of other places.
No More Tears has a niche because we work with a lot of immigrant victims, because my mother's from Iraq, my dad's from Pakistan, I've lived in India, I understand the Middle Eastern and the South Asian culture. We help a lot of Hispanic women.
The great thing about No More Tears as an attorney is that if I have a client who has been in an abusive relationship or is in an abusive relationship and needs counseling and needs perhaps a family attorney, I can call up No More Tears and I know that they'll be taken care of immediately, and that they won't have to wait in line, they won't have to go through red tape, that they're going to have someone who cares about them, who's going to call them and help them as soon as possible. And to me, there's nothing more valuable than that.
We have partnered with hotels, and because of that reason, we're able to provide immediate attention and immediate care. After we put them in a hotel, we help them find an apartment. We pay for the first 2 months of the apartment. We decorate the apartment through donations. So I take pride in the fact that no one at No More Tears, no one that calls No More Tears is ever going to be put on a waiting list.
Somi will, get her clients an attorney right away to represent them in divorce, and a lot of times we'll file the divorce papers within a few weeks, right away, to get the process started for them.
So it's with my distinct honor that I'm able to present this award to the Board Member of the Year, Mayor Mike Ryan.
It's about the one right now who is cowering in a corner, whose daughter is offering a cold cloth to wipe her tears and her bruises. The son who's hiding in his room, wondering how this could have ever happened. About the woman who's lost faith in everything that she believed in him, in God, in community. And it's about whether, when she dials those numbers, does she have the faith that there'll be somebody on the other end of the line to make a difference. It's about, will there be someone to answer that call?
These are the living people who are enduring this, and we're going to do whatever we can to help them. And so it's my great pleasure to introduce Shireen Abdeljawad, who is with us today. And she is going to give an award to our 100th survivor, who is also with us, Miss Venetia Pugh.
3 years ago, I was the first survivor to be rescued by No More Tears. And to be here today to recognize our 100th survivor is a great honor for me. And it's a very special event that's close to my heart, because I remember being there 4 years ago in her shoes. I remember how it felt like to be a victim of domestic violence, and today I get the chance to celebrate the rescue of a new survivor, to celebrate my life, to celebrate the success of No More Tears, and to hope that we continue to rescue and help more women and children. So today I present this award to Miss Venetia Pugh.
Thank you, Shireen. You're welcome. And thank you, No More Tears. I'm honored to receive this award tonight. When I was going through a horrible time, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. A friend of mine told me about No More Tears. And when I met Somi, my tears were no longer tears of pain. There were tears of appreciation and happiness. They helped me with everything. They paid for my therapist, Dr. Borda, she's awesome. They paid for my immigration attorney, my divorce attorney. She drove with me to the Florida Keys for court. She was there in the middle of the night when I needed someone to talk to. She paid for a home for me. 3 weeks ago when I had my baby, I was able to bring him home and not to a shelter. And I'm very grateful for Somi, for everything that she's done for me. I'm very grateful for No More Tears, for everything. And I want to encourage you all to continue to donate to No More Tears so that you can help other women like me to have a second chance at a better life. Thank you.
It's an important part of life to, I think, give back, do some charitable work.
To get somebody into an apartment that's safe or housing that's safe, to get them set up with all the necessities in that apartment, potentially to pay for legal services or other things. $3,500 isn't very much, but you know, when you add that up to the 142 women that we've helped, that adds up to a lot. So we really need everyone's help to raise those funds.
And without the work of a lot of people far beyond me, without the work of Somi and so many others, without the funds, to know that that phone can be answered, that she can take that risk, that she will hear a voice that she can trust, that it doesn't have to be this way, that you won't lose your children, you won't be deported because of this. I will walk you through the court. I will find you a new life. That's what this is about tonight, is making sure that the phone can be answered and the help can be given, so that we can restore faith and hope for these women.
We get at least 5 to 6 calls a day on our crisis line, and we have less money coming in and more victims calling us. So we need your help, we need your support, and we're strictly relying on private donations, and anything helps. $20, $30, $50, anything that you can give would truly, truly help us, and you can save a life. And not only are you saving a woman's life, you're saving their children. You're getting the children out of the abusive environment, and you're stopping the cycle of abuse, and you're stopping the pattern that would be repeated if a child were to grow up in a home of domestic violence. So I encourage all of you to donate to No More Tears.